Hey everyone, Jim T. Graham with rcgroups.com. Today we're going to go over some RC news updates and just talk about RC stuff in general. I spent last week with the Horizon team. They actually drove down to hang out with me for a few days, which was awesome. We did everything. I told stories. I went through my shop here. I've got a Draco on the bench that's getting ready to go out. Although I lost one of the stingers while we were doing our little interview. And so now I've got to reorder stingers so that I don't mess up my wing on the Draco. When Jason and I go out and do some touch and goes, we're going to shoot a video for that. And we drove around in my newish 66 C10 truck and went out to the airfield, and we had drones going, cameras going, interviews going. I talked about just about everything that I could talk about in 2 days. Although at the end, I thought, man, there's so much more to discuss, but we only had so much time. We did eat hot chicken and ate. A friend of mine has a new barbecue. A friend of mine has a new barbecue place in it's over on Charlotte here in Nashville. And so I said, hey, let's go eat barbecue. So we went over there and had the best barbecue I've had in a long time. And I'm talking like decades. It was awesome. And then in the evening, we just would retire back to the back porch and hang out and swap RC stories. And it was a really good time. So I want to thank Pete and Rory for coming out from Horizon and Steve for sending them. We had a great time. If you're watching, awesome. I would love to do it again. If you're ever in Nashville, be sure and ping me. What else is going on? I have a video series that we're about to work out. I'm thinking of 3 things at one time. And it's with Mike at Robart. We're going to do a whole zap line of glue how-tos and go over the different kinds of zap glues and tips and tricks on how to use them. So that's coming up. And much, much more. And so today I just thought I'd go over some of the recent news articles that I've created and share those with y'all. So without further ado, we'll jump over to the website, rcgroups.com. You know, we're in the middle of summer. It's crazy hot. It's like oppressively hot. And this is the home page. One thing on the home page to check out is flight test and FTCA. If you know Josh and Lee and Stefan, I think it's Stefan, could be either way. I've hung out with these guys at various events across the country, and they create great products. This is kind of my view of that forum. So one thing to note is the FTCA. This is Lee heads this up, although it's obviously a group effort from the flight test team. And it's just another way to support the hobby, shine a light on the hobby. And I think really this is just me personally and my perspective is this appeals to younger and entry-level hobbyists who maybe haven't flown once, but they dig the videos and want to find out how to fly themselves. And so the FTCA is a entry point for them. And so I've featured their latest meeting up here, so you can go listen to them discuss what's coming up. They host a lot of outdoor events, and they'll talk about that and a lot more. So you can check that out at the top of the site. And then the other thing I did, which is very cool, is okay, let's make sure I'm clicking all the right links here. I also created a feature article that just sort of features some really cool and recent flight test videos. So you can see the 20-foot B-17, the 7-foot UFO spaceship. What's that say? Let's make sure I get it right. Anyone can fly. Yep. Flying through fire. This is very cool where they shoot at that drone with the tank and no one was harmed. And a lot more. So be sure and check all this out. I think there's I don't know if there's a new video up today or not, but I did see something coming out of there. So flight test, they help support the site, and they certainly help support the hobby. They have a whole, like I say, a whole different demographic that they appeal to. So they're a valid part of the hobby that's bringing in the youth, which is super important, especially if you go around. Sometimes you think, hey, everyone's like my age and older. These events are just full of young people. It's awesome. All right, we're going to jump over here, go to the home page. Is there anything to talk about here? This is Robart. This is who I'll be doing the Zap videos with. Zap also just came online as a sponsor of the site, and you'll be seeing their banners floating around. We'll jump on into the news section of the site, the magazine section of the site. You know, I've noticed that my speeds are slower here in Nashville, and I don't really understand what's happening. I'm running off Ethernet. I'm running off the main line. You would think it'd be hyper fast. That's really a me problem, though. So we have a new review out. This is so new, I just saw it. It's the Habu 70. Hold on, everyone. Let me get a little water here. The Habu SS 70 millimeter EDF by Nikolai. Nikolai was hanging out online with us just the other day. Man, that is a good looking bird. Let's see what we got here. $2.99 Horizon Hobby. This is the kind of review where you get a lot of pictures and a lot of assembly discussion, which I was talking to somebody about our reviews the other day. Reviews are for two people: someone who's thinking about buying something or someone who has just bought it. And if I buy something, I certainly run out and make sure that I've read everything, because there's always this or that that you need to know about before you start putting a plane together. And I'm sure that's in there. Nice, Nikolai. Nice photos. Nikolai and Jason and I spent some time at Joe Knoll and went out to a very late dinner. Uh, we were following maps to what I thought was a fried chicken place, and it turned out it was a college. There was no fried chicken there. Nikolai, I apologize for making you follow us all the way into town and for no food. Let's go watch the video. The audio should be on. Let's hope it is. I set it up that way. Wait a minute, that plane doesn't sound like that. There we go. Wow, what a nice field. That is beautiful. So obviously we're on for sale. It looks to me like it just flies like it's on rails, and it would be super fun and easy. An entry level type of plane like this. All right, we're going to jump ahead. You can always go look at this in the thread. Let's see if we have any. I think this is just flight videos. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought the video was going backwards. It's in reverse. So on my Draco, I was like, how does this reverse business work? What do I? And I was really made it very complicated. And I realized all I had to do was make sure the switch for reversing the servo was on. And as soon as I did that, everything worked. All right, we're going to jump off of this. Let's see if there's any other videos. More great photos. Man, Nikolai, what a great job, man. And hits and misses and all the good stuff. So you can check that out. I don't want to flip too fast here. Right here in the Electric Ducted Fan Jet Talk or in our online magazine. And there's the slow. There we go. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the mouse over here. We have our place of the month. Hey, if you want to be a place of the month, shoot me or Jason an email, and we will highlight your field and make sure people know that you're out there. I haven't seen. Have I seen this one? I have seen this one. This is a good one. What the Heck Wednesday, where Jason Cole searches the internet to find crash videos. This is one of those shorts, which evidently, I guess you can't embed in the page. So I watched this.
Hold your hands up.
Hold on. That is a big beast. Okay, we got a problem. Well, the problem has been solved. Now let's watch it again. It's already leaning to the right when it's just on the ground. I don't even understand. All right. I'm sure he's giving it full everything. Nice. You know what? He doesn't have to worry about that plane anymore. That's the best part about that. It's over. You did it. It didn't work. And here we are. We talked about this. Look at this major beast. Oh my gosh. I've seen planes like this, but the last time I saw one like this was at Jonal, and it never left the ground. Arm Soar, also a great supporter of the site. It is an article about how to fly like a pro. It's etiquette for sailplane flying, and lots of good information. So if you're interested in sailplanes already or just started in sailplanes, that would be a cool thing to check out and support Armsoar. They are really integrated and working hard to bring out new stuff all the time. Now, the question is, Hobby King coupons, are they still active? One way to find out, let's click the link. Hobby King reached out and said, hey, we want to make sure everyone's aware of these. So this stuff is still active. You can check them out and go right there. The link is at the top. I made it easy for you. I didn't make you have to read everything. Okay, so Mike and I were literally on the phone, I guess last week, maybe today last week. The weeks were flying by. I am excited it's the weekend though. I've been working hard. Anyway, that's beside the point. So Mike has a little setup at his studio there at Robart Studios and went over the King Max servos. And basically, what's about to happen, the reason we were talking is we're getting our camera systems working just right so that we can get a little. I'm saying a lot. I apologize. It's been a minute. We're going to start creating videos that I said about the Zap Blue line and who else or who knows what else we're going to do videos about. Mike and I talk quite a bit. Great guy, great company, always coming out with interesting stuff and not just expensive stuff. They come out with stuff that you actually need and help you in your endeavors while you're in the air. Okay, Stuart, who is I'm a big fan of Stuart. Interesting side note. I'm not sure how long ago we had this conversation, but you may or may not know I got my start at Hobby Lobby, and so did Jason. And Jason literally walked in one day. We were having a Pro Bro fly thing at the field for lunch. We were all just going to fly airplanes, and Jason was a Pro Bro way back then. Flyboon was his title, his handle. And he mentioned that he worked at a Hobbytown USA and was looking for a job. And I heard it, and I literally ran to the back and said, hey, we should hire this guy. And so Jason and I then worked together and flew together, which, man, I miss every Wednesday. The whole, or anyone who wanted to, would go out and fly. It was kind of part of the job at the field at Edwin Warner. And so Stuart related when we first started working with him that those videos were the things he loved to watch. And it was kind of an iconic place for him. So how cool is that? That there's a guy out there making great airplanes, and he kind of got his video start with us flying at the field. So anyway, that was a long intro to the Fighting Falcon and F-18 Super Hornet. And basically what I did here is kind of gave you an overview with the features and all that stuff, but also we have a video, so let's go watch.
That is quick.
I guess you had no chance of getting that. Did you get it?
I got it.
This music. This should play every time I enter a room. And I'll get a little walk going. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Double-O. It's a pretty fancy hat Stuart's got.
Hello and welcome to hobbyking.com.
Oh,
My name is Stuart. I'm here to present to you today these two little gems. We have the H-King 50mm EDF series of the F-16 and F-18. Now you may have seen these on the market before in some guys, but what you haven't seen is the exclusive things that Hobbyking brings to the party.
I like the green.
In that it has these two stunning schemes with a canopy finish much more reminiscent of the full size. But the biggest thing is it's a 4S setup right out of the box. So that means superior performance and speed, which is exactly what you're looking for from your EDF. Not only that, it also includes the orange ORX gyro stabilization system, the same that you would have seen in our mini Warbird series. So that makes these small jets, which are fine in weather like this where it's dead calm, but it also means they're much more fun to fly in those stronger wind conditions that we more commonly see nowadays with the ORX gyro system pre-installed. Now, as mentioned, 4S, this is indeed a 4S setup. It's a high-powered brushless outrunner in that 50mm EDF fan, and it has a 30 amp speed controller. It's a basic 4-channel design, so it has aileron and elevator, and then you have throttle, of course, and then there is the 4th channel for the gyro mode, because there's a training mode, stabilized mode, and gyro off mode. But for the power itself, we recommend anything from a 1000 milliamp hour up to a 1300 milliamp hour 4S. Now, I've been running this
Okay,
Nanotech
let's move on.
1000 milliamp hour glue joint.
Once again, you can watch all this on the side.
So glue on the towel plane, towel surfaces, install your control. In the servo connector.
There we
Small cheater hole at the bottom there to help feed the fan some additional air, as well as the
Why is it a cheater
see
hole?
at the front there on the F16.
Like
And then if I lift the F18 up, again, another beautiful scheme. Very high vis, they stand up very well, as you'll see in the air. Now with this one, I've already got the receiver installed. There's a Radio Master 6-channel receiver just on the side there of the gyro. Speed controller is at the back here, the 30 amp, and again, plenty of room for that 1000 milliamp hour or so 4S LiPo. Turn this one over, you'll see it's very, very similar in terms of setup. Glue on the towel. Also, it's important to note that the F18 has additional towel support that you won't see anywhere else. Again, exclusive with Hobbyking, and the wings, just like the F16, slide on and are magnetically held. Also, whilst I got to turn over, you'll see that it's got some access hatches there for the
You can put that in your suitcase, man.
So all in all, give you an idea of size. Wait a minute.
There it is, hero shot.
So all in all, beautiful little packages. They come in nice little boxes. They go together with relative ease and in just a few hours, and they look really, really cool.
Jumping ahead. Oh,
all right, so we're out in the field now, ready to fly. There is a little bit of turbulent wind, but the gyro should take care of that, as you'll see in flight. Got the model in front of me, got the battery installed. What I'm going to do is, here we go. There's the battery. That's the approximate position you want for the CG on the F18. Just for reference, it's just behind this notch here in the wing. We'll fly the F18 and then we'll do the same with the F16, giving you a quick overview of each of them.
We'll check out one. You can check out the other on the side.
Setup. Well, by that I mean I'll be running an LIHV pack. Now it's got the gyro in it, so you want to turn your radio on and then have the model on a nice flat surface to initialize the gyro. And I'll turn it around so you can see what I call the gyro dance. Okay, so I'm going to plug it in and you will see now that it will do the little gyro dance. I've got it on a nice even surface.
It looks a little uneven.
Surfaces. ESC beeps, and that's it. You are initialized on the ESC and on the gyro, and you are ready to rock. Let's pick it up. I'll show you how I launch it, and away we will go. Now remember, on this gyro, to initialize the gyro fully, you will need to give it a little bit of power.
25%, maybe 30.
Really hear the gyro doing its thing. I've got it on just the standard gyro mode. There's the train mode, which you could use if you were new to EDFs, I guess. There's the gyro off mode, which is pretty much the same as gyro, just without the stabilization. But with the little bit of turbulent air we got today, I'm just going to fly it straight in the gyro on mode. So I'm holding it approximately here, just around where the CG is. I'm going to be slightly nose up and give it a good.
The beautiful part here is there's no prop to worry about.
And well, away she goes. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. Check all my surfaces.
Cool. All right.
A little bit squally there because my hand slipped. Now, I'm going to apologize for the cameraman ahead of time, because this is quite a small model and it's fast. It might be a bit tricky.
Shooting video on jets is like impossible. Of course, well, no.
That is quick.
I guess you had no chance of getting that. Did you get it?
I got it, sort of.
Okay.
That is pretty awesome to be so small. You know, it still has the feel.
There we go. You see it now?
And the sound.
Slow down.
There we go.
Is that better?
That thing is quick.
A little bit of trim. It is. Let's show you the vertical if I can do that.
Ready?
It's pulling up, full power.
Ballistic.
It goes up and up and up. It's very hard to see on that sky at the moment, but now as it comes round.
I'm going to pause right there. You can watch the full video right here in our special feature, which is in Foamy EDFs. All right, let's jump back. See what else we have. I know we have quite a bit. Goose Guy. A lot of talk going on here. Goose Guy came on as an advertiser like this month, I reckon. And A, welcome. And B, listen, I got to tell you something. No one seems to believe me. I'm deadly serious here. We have RC groups in our heli section there, but we also run we do run Fly Giants, but we run Heli Freak. And Heli Freak has been gaining numbers and users in an insane way. You know, multi-rotors came in and kind of knocked out the micro, mid-size, even the big size heli format. And the reason being because I was like, what? How is this even related? It's because the factories who made these helis stopped and started making multi-rotors. That was a long time ago. But it really kicked the helicopter market and shook everything up, not in a good way. But the people that flew helis and love helis, they're still out there. I know because I look at the numbers on HeliFreak and they're up and high and rolling. If you make a heli, give me a call for real. There's an audience out there for your helis. And Goose Guy did just that. They're promoting on RC Groups and Flying Giants. And there's a lot of talk about this heli on the forum in the thread. And so basically I'm just providing information. The S2 is new. I can't believe I'm remembering the name of the helicopter because so many things come out. I'm always looking at the newest thing, but go check them out. They're all over the place as far as talking to people and getting out there. So Goose Guy, if you're a heli guy, and everyone seems to like this new copter. Here's another one at Stillwater RC Flyers and Fun Flying Fest. That's good. What day is it? Oh, that's over. It happened. I hope you enjoyed it. Also, we have the Spectrum Smart Charger. And who did this? Mike McDougall. Hey, if you don't know Mike McDougall, he's at many events. He's been with RC Groups doing reviews for years. He takes this very seriously. He puts a lot of work into it. So I want to say thank you. And anyone who's interested in something he reviews, I would think that you would appreciate it too, because he goes through, looks at it, and provides all the information you may or may not want to know. We'll just take a quick look at this video.
Kingslayer here, rcgroups.com, with the new Spectrum S155 Smart Charger. The S155 is the newest addition to the Smart series of Spectrum products. At an MSRP of only $59.99, this charger offers a lot of features at a price point even a first-time buyer can appreciate.
Listen to that. So go check it out. That's the kind of money you can spend without worrying about. And I will have to admit that my LiPo chargers are 10 years old. Now, the great part is they still work, but I'm definitely living in the olden days with my chargers. So here is a really viable option for $59. Are you kidding me? Very nice. Thank you, Mike. You can find this in the batteries and chargers section. So, what is the RC news? I ask myself right now. Basically, I just want to make sure that I'm talking about, and letting you know about all the cool stuff that's being featured on the site. And I'm also working on a concept where I start featuring user content. And I have done that a little bit in mass emails where I'll go out and cherry pick really interesting user posts that people are really into and then share that with you. So that's another side of all this that I'm going to start working on. Okay, I haven't seen this one. We're going to go watch it. Why not? Because if I don't do it now, when will I do it? What the Heck Wednesday from last Wednesday. It's a big bird. It looks not too bad to me. I have to admit, I've never flown a giant scale warbird. T-Bob Bow Rat 1.
See your photographs and your experiences of this wonderful first day of Western Park. That sounds lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah, this announcer sounds like a movie star. Oh, depth perception. Oh, he brought it in, though. Oh, yeah. See, the wings actually... Okay. Oh, no, it got it. Yeah, took it a minute to fly off. Look at you, though, recovering and landing on the belly. Come on, that's awesome. Good for this guy. Let's see if there's any after crash comments. I would not be upset with that. Yeah, no, he'll have that fixed by lunch. Oh, well, that's a bit of a problem. Huh. I guess that's from coming down to the ground. Very good. That's the kind of stuff we like. So, I'll tell a story. When I first started learning to fly here in Nashville, I put one in hardcore, and everyone was there. All the local guys were sitting on the bench, and oh, they had a lot to say. In fact, before I crashed, they helped me crash the plane because I got pull up, push down, turn right. I was like, I don't need this input. And then I just nosed down and crashed into the ground. And my buddy Bryce, who was teaching me to fly, I said, man, I'm so embarrassed I crashed. And he goes, what are you talking about, Jim T? They come here for the crashes. That's literally why they sit there all day long. They're just waiting to see the spectacular crashes. You made their day. And that kind of took all the pressure off, if they were there for that. I'm happy to provide. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Some of this is all my July 4th sale stuff. And this is still active, pretty sure. RC plane stands. If you haven't met Glenn, he's a great guy who really takes pride in his work. All of the stuff that these stands are made out of, you can actually go purchase. So if you lost something or whatever, you could go repurchase and make your stand new again. It's all built in the USA in his garage. And I talked to Glenn quite a bit. So go check them out, rcplanestands.com. I think we've come to the end of our list. There's more down below, of course. This is older content. I don't know if I've talked about this, but I am now because it's so dang cool. Have you played PUBG? Are you a gamer? I'm a gamer. I haven't played PUBG lately, but I played it quite a bit when it came out. This is kind of a survival game. And in the game, you'll run across vehicles and you can drive them. Well, now you can drive them in real life because now they're RC vehicles. And is there a video? It'd be cool if there was a video. There's not a video. But here's the different game vehicles that you can drive in real life. It's the buggy. It's what looks to me like a Blazer, kind of a 80s Blazer, kind of a small body Blazer. Wait, there's one more. And the military vehicle. So you can actually drive these things in real life if you're a PUBG fan. I just thought, what a cool application. Somebody decided to put all that together. Esprit, ZB, you got to support them. Okay, I'm rambling now. There is a vast cornucopia of great things to check out here on rcgroups.com. I want to thank all our sponsors and our most recent sponsors of the site. It's those people that keep the lights on and the doors open and allow us to do all the things that we do. And that is it. All right, y'all. It's still summer. It'll cool down any minute now, and then we can actually go outside. And I've continued to go outside. I just sweat quite a bit, so it'll be nice to go out there and sweat less. Once again, thanks to the Horizon Hobby for sending out the crew, Pete and Rory, to sit around with me here in the shop and in my office and let me tell stories. And I told a lot of RC history and stories about lithium polymers when they first came out and outrunners and the first foamy ever made for mass production by Mike Glass, an old friend of mine, RIP Mike, and a lot of other things. So I'm curious to see what it turns into. They'll edit it. I'll take a look and I'll share it with y'all when it gets here. I'm Jim T. Graham with rcgroups.com. Have a great week, y'all. Hit subscribe and any button that there is around this, just go ahead and hit it. You'll probably be lucky for the rest of the week. I don't know. It's probably true. All right. Bye, y'all.